Hello everyone, welcome to this yet another video in the AWS playlist wherein I am going to take you through the tour of the AWS Management Console. So if you remember in the previous video, I have shown you how to create a brand new AWS account. If you have not seen that video, do check the link in the description below and also do subscribe to my channel so that you can be continuously updated about new videos that are being posted in the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. So let's get started. In this video, I'm going to take you through the tour of the AWS Management Console. So I am here in the aws.amazon.com. So I'll quickly press the sign in to the console button. Once you do that, it is showing something as IAM user sign in. Now we don't know at this point of time what is IAM user, so I'm going to see this option which is sign in using root user email. So we do know that when we were creating our first AWS account, it was asking for a root user email address. So this is the option that we have to select here. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to enter the email address which I used for creating my AWS account. Then I'll enter my password. Okay, and I'm in. So guys, this is basically the AWS management console. Okay, and this page keeps changing over a period of time, but we are in December 2024, so this is what it looks like right now. Okay, so let's explore it a bit. So on the first option here, we have something called as the console option, right? So this console option, console home basically, so it basically shows you the recently visited services here. So generally AWS has a lot of services and they keep changing over a period of time. In fact, they keep adding to it every month or so. Okay, but generally we are interested in only couple of services for developing our application. So whichever service you will use often will show up here. So it is quite handy in that respect. Okay, but in case you want to see a whole list of services that AWS has to provide, you can go quickly to this option here. And over here you can see that they have categorized the applications or services under different categories. So for databases, we have the managed services from AWS like AWS DynamoDB, DocumentDB, and so on. Okay, similarly for compute, okay, you have services like EC2, which stands for Elastic Compute Cloud, and they are a way to start virtual servers in the cloud. Okay, similarly we have Lambda for the serverless functions and so on. So the good thing is that we are going to look into all these services in detail in the later videos, but for now I was just showing you the breadth and width of the services that AWS has to provide. And there is also one more good thing here, which is this search option. Okay, so this search is quite handy because you can quickly get into a service, okay, which you want to navigate to by typing its name here. So say for example, I am interested in AWS S3, which is one of the services provided by AWS. So you can quickly see that it provides the link to open the service. Okay, and it also provides couple of resources which are related to this service, like the documentation, developer guide, user guide, and so on, right? So it's quite handy. And if I click on this link in a new tab, you can see that it directly takes you to the service page from where you can explore the service further, right? So this search option is quite handy. Okay, next, like in the bottom side of the screen, you can see that there are links to the recent AWS blogs, the latest announcements and all, which are quite handy. So you can explore these links if you want to explore the AWS platform better. Now, one important thing that I want to show you is towards the top right side of the screen, okay, where it's written Sumita's AWS account. So there is a detail that is shown here, which is in the account ID, and this is nothing but a unique identifier for your account. Okay, so you need to know about this detail. Okay, because when we create IAM users, which I am going to show in the next video, then those IAM users need this account ID to log in, right? So this detail is very important. Okay, now if we come to the little bit left, it is showing a region called Mumbai, right? So what is this basically? So these are nothing but the regions in AWS. Okay, so I will teach you the concept of regions and availability zones and all in a later video, but for the time being it is good to know that in most of the services in AWS are regional in scope, right? So say for example I want to start a server in the cloud, right? So I will go to a service like EC2 in AWS. Now when I'm going to go to that service, it is going to ask me that in which region I want to bring up the servers, right? So either it is in Mumbai or it is in Northern Virginia, right? So I need to choose the region at that time, and those services will be starting in that particular region. So that service is regional in scope, right? And most of the services in AWS are, but there are certain services like IAM, identity and access management, right? So which are global in nature. Okay, by global we mean that it doesn't have any region associated with it. They are global in nature, so whatever you do there, it's applicable to everywhere. It's applicable to your entire account, right? So that's about global services and regional services. And over here you are seeing the region, okay, which AWS has to offer, okay, for you to start on your services, right? So I am in Mumbai region currently. Okay, so it's selected over here, and you also have a manage region option over here. So if you click on this option, it is going to show you all the regions which are available to you, and by default there are certain regions which are disabled. Okay, but you can quickly enable them on click of a button over here. So you can either enable a region or you can choose an enabled region to disable it basically. So this is about regions. So let me take you back to the home screen now. Okay, then there are certain important notifications that basically show up over here. So this is quite handy as well. Then we have something called as the AWS Cloud Shell, which we are going to see in detail in a later option. So it is nothing but a terminal kind of an application or a command line kind of an application which runs in the browser itself, and it allows you to run command against your AWS account right away from the browser itself. So it is quite handy. So we are going to explore it in a later video. And then you have something called as AWS Health over here, which is just showing you if there are any open issues related to the AWS cloud platform, or there are any scheduled changes coming up, or there are any other notifications. They show up over here actually. Okay, and finally we have a very important section, which is the cost and usage section. This is very important because when we are using a cloud platform like AWS with so many services, it is very easy to go on off board and incur a huge cost actually. So it is very important to explore this section in detail. So I am going to make a new video or a dedicated video for this section. Okay, so I think this is pretty much about the home screen of the AWS Management Console. In case you guys have any doubts or questions, do comment in the video, and I would love to get back to you. And do wait for my next video in the same series. And please subscribe to my channel in case you have not done that, and do press the bell icon for continuous updates related to my channel. Thank you very much.